Hey, Mike Janeski, I see you've joined us on the line too. I may have missed you before. If you were there, if you can go ahead and unmute and we'll test to make sure we've got your audio okay. Maybe you've got your volume turned down. Mike, if you're anywhere close, if when you have a moment, if we can go ahead and test your audio.
Hello.
Hey, there you are. Good morning.
Good morning. Great. I'm good.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Rick, this is Dave. I reached out to Johnny. Do we need to reach out to other board members and make sure they know how to get on to this meeting?
Absolutely. I'd be happy. I could send a reminder out, and I sent a note to them a little while ago with the links, but I will be happy to do that again.
Is the link working now?
It should be, and I sent them that link if in case it isn't, that another link for them to be able to use. I'll send it out again.
Yeah, Rick, the initial link didn't work for me, so Tanya sent me another one.
Yeah, it appears that WebEx did some changes. There's been some changes on their system, so I don't know if it's messed it up, but I will. I'll send it out right now. Okay, Dave, the email just went out. Okay, we do have another call on the line. Augie, does this happen to be you?
Yep.
Okay, terrific. You are now in the system, and we'll go ahead and let you mute yourself, and then you can speak when you need to. Thank you.
Thank you.
And one other thing, Augie, is if you do need to raise your hand or anything, it's *3. Earlier things did *9, but WebEx changed it, so it's *3 if you need to raise your hand at all.
Got it. Thank you.
Rick. Rick, on how do you raise your hand on the just for future reference?
Oh, if you can just mouse over your screen, and your dots pop up at the bottom of the screen. There's one of them that has like a little picture of a person. It says participants. You open that participants window, and then you'll see down at the very bottom right corner, you'll see some little icons, and one of them.
Okay. Yes, I got it. Thank you.
You bet. Danny Rogers, good morning. I see you've joined us on the line. Can we go ahead and check your audio, please? And I see Justin Paddock is online too. Justin, if at some point, if you want to check your audio as well.
Hi, Rick, can you hear me?
I hear you just fine. Okay, Danny, if you happen to have your monitor turned up, if you go ahead and unmute yourself and give us an audio check. Hey, good morning, Marlo. I see you've joined us as well. When you're able to, if you can go ahead and unmute and give us a mic check. Good morning, Diana. I see you've joined us as well. Diane, can we get a mic check from you?
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Thank you. Okay, so we're standing by from either Danny or Marlo. If we can have you unmute and just check your audio for us, please.
Let's see. Be right back.
Rick, it's 9 a.m.
Yes, stand by just 1 second.
Sure.
I'm going to count up the number. Okay, David, we are good. I think we do have at least a quorum of people on the phone, so I will turn it over to you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. The time is 9:01. I call to order the July 24th, 2020 meeting of the Contractor State Licensing Board. My name is David L. Torre, the CSLB's chair. I want to thank the board members for attending today's teleconference. As you may know, we schedule 4 quarterly board meetings a year, and on occasion, call a teleconference meeting when we cannot wait until the next regularly scheduled meeting. Today's teleconference board meeting was called in short order to initiate and finalize regulatory matters. I truly appreciate the board members adjusting their schedules to meet today. Board member Kevin Albanese has an excused absence today, but I understand that all other board members are in fact in attendance at today's meeting. Last night, the governor made 2 board member appointments. Susan Granzella was reappointed to the board in her current role as public member. Susan has been a great asset to the board. Congratulations. In addition, we have a new contractor member, Miguel Gallarza. Miguel has been founder and president of Yerba Buena Engineering and Construction Incorporated since 2002. He is a member of the Associated General Contractors of America, National Diversity and Inclusion Council, and District Director of the San Francisco Chapter of Associated General Contractors of California. Elise, please confirm board member attendance by roll call.
David Delatorre.
Here.
Kevin Evans has an excused absence. Frank Altamura.
Here.
Augie Beltran.
Here.
Susan Granzella.
Here.
Diana Loves.
Here.
Marla Richardson.
Here.
Jim Wayne.
Here.
Johnny Simpson. And absent. Nancy Springer. Absent. Mary Tykert. Absent.
Okay. It is my understanding that Nancy may be joining us later. So also joining us today is Registrar David Fote, Chief Deputy Registrar Tanya Corcoran, Legislative Chief Mike Chemnensky, Legal Counsel for Regulations Danny Rogers, and Board Legal Counsel Jason Hurtado. Jason Hurtado took over as legal counsel when Christy left for maternity leave. I'm happy to report that Christy had a baby boy named Alexander. I hear that mom and baby are doing well. Many of us have not had the pleasure to meet Jason in person, as this is only his second meeting. Our last meeting was also done remotely. However, I hear great things about Jason from Registrar David Fote and wanted to share this with the board. Jason has been responsive and willing to take on any challenge we send his way. We will be hearing directly from Jason later on in the meeting. At this time, I ask that you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty
And just.
Just for all.
Okay. This is my first board meeting as board chair and our second board meeting where board members, the public, and staff are participating remotely. We plan to conduct the September 1st board meeting remotely and encourage board members to participate by video conference. However, we will also have the Sacramento CSLB hearing room available for a limited number of board members and a limited number of CSLB staff. Today's meeting is not being video recorded. Board members, to mitigate any potential bandwidth issues, we ask that you turn off your video camera. Thank you.
David, this is David Fote, and we don't currently have a quorum, so I'm wondering if we could maybe just take 5 minutes to assist some board members that are having difficulty joining the meeting. We're just going to need a couple of minutes to help them to join the meeting.
Absolutely.
So would it be possible to take, say, a 5-minute break?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, this is Rick Lopes here. What I'm going to do while we're in this break to see if anybody of our board members has joined the line, I'm going to open up the open lines. If anybody besides Augie, who's a board member, is on the line, if you can go ahead and speak up and we'll identify, get you into the meeting. Okay, thank you. Then it appears we're not missing anybody here.
Hi, this is Dave Fote. I'm going to recommend that when we re-adjourn, that we call roll, at least for the board members that are able to join us now that had technical difficulties.
Okay, it looks like Nancy Springer has been able to join us. Hi, Nancy. When you have a moment, if we can quickly just check your audio.
I'm on.
Hi, beautiful. Thank you.
Have we established quorum?
David, Mary Tykert and this is Dave Fote, Mary Tykert and Johnny Simpson are trying to join. So if we can just give them just another moment.
Sure.
And then I don't know if you heard me earlier, when we reconvene, if you could just, Felice could just call roll as it relates to them.
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
thank you.
And while we're waiting, Danny Rogers, can we check your audio? If you could please unmute yourself, and we'll quickly check your audio.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, terrific. Yes, we thank you. We hear you just fine.
Thank you.
Okay, Mary, good morning. Looks like we do have you over in the panelist side now. If you can go ahead and check your audio when you can.
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Beautiful. Yes, we hear you just fine.
Great, thank you.
We're trying to get one last board member online with us. We should be ready to go in just a moment.
This is Dave Fote. Unfortunately, Johnny is not able to access the meeting. He's having technical difficulties. So I do think we have a quorum if Elise could call roll for the board members that just recently joined. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll proceed without board member Johnny Simpson. Thank everybody for their patience while we work through it. And Felice, yeah, please roll call.
Johnny Simpson is absent. Nancy Springer,
Here.
Mary Tykert.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay. So
I'm here. Diana Love. Did you hear me?
yes, Diana, you go ahead.
I had stepped away. I didn't know if she called my name.
You were present at the last roll call, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're good. It was
Okay.
for the new board members joining us.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I will pick up where I left off. Today's meeting is not being video recorded. Board members, to mitigate any potential bandwidth issues, we ask that you turn off your video camera. When you would like to comment at any time throughout the meeting, please select the raise your hand icon in the WebEx application. I will call on board members to speak. When called upon, please unmute yourself, and when finished, return to mute. You will also click on the raise your hand icon to lower your hand. Rick Lopes is our host and moderator today. He will be assisting us by monitoring the public teleconference line. We will begin with agenda item B, which is for public comment and request for agenda items for future meetings. The board values public input as part of our consumer protection mission. To allow us enough time to conduct a full schedule of business today, I'm limiting public comments to 3 minutes apiece. If your comments don't involve an item on today's agenda, this would be the time where you can make them. If you have comments on one of our agenda items, we would encourage you to wait until we get to that item. We will give you an opportunity to make your comments at that time. There are 3 other rules that apply. First, California law prohibits board members from discussing any matter brought during public comment, and we're not allowed to act on any items not on today's agenda. Second, if you want the board to discuss a topic not on the agenda, you can ask us to consider placing that issue on the agenda for a future meeting. Finally, if you have an application, complaint, or disciplinary charges pending before the board, we ask that you not discuss the details of your case or pending complaint. That's because board members may be the judges and by law are not permitted to receive evidence or information that is not part of the administrative record in the case. Members of the public, if you are with us on WebEx and would like to make a comment, use the chat feature to send the host a note that you would like to offer public comment. If you are joining us on the phone and would like to make a public comment, press *3. We will take any WebEx comments first, followed by telephone comments. We will use the same system throughout the meeting for public comment during each agenda item. You will find instructions on how you make public comments on the agenda for this meeting posted on our CSLB website. Rick, as the mediator or moderator, is there anything you would like to add?
No, and I can tell you at this point, we have nobody requesting public comments.
Thank you. Board members, kindly click on the raised hand icon if you have an agenda item you would like placed on future meeting agenda. Let's see. Anybody? Okay, seeing none. Rick, please check to see if there are any board members of the public who wish to address the board or offer any possible agenda item for the future meeting. I think we already went through that.
Thank you. No public comment at this point.
Thank you. Okay, let's begin our discussion on agenda item C, which starts on page 7 of your packet. In response to Assembly Bill 2138, CSLB had to amend its existing regulations regarding contractors and applicants who have been convicted of a crime. We have been working on this rulemaking package since 2019. As a board, we have reviewed and discussed this rulemaking at several board meetings. We are now in post-comment period of the regulatory process before the rulemaking file is sent to the Office of Administrative Law for final approval. Today, the board is being asked to review draft responses. Staff have prepared to 3 public comments received during the 15-day public comment period. I will now turn it over to Danny Rogers, Regulatory Legal Counsel to lead us through the discussion. We will take public comment following this discussion.
Good morning, everyone. During the 15-day comment period for the modified text, the board received 3 additional public comments that necessitated a response by board staff. Before you today are the proposed responses to those comments. They are detailed in your board materials. If you have any questions, please let me know.
I have my hand raised.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Diana Love has her hand raised, if we could ask for comments.
Yeah. Go ahead.
My comment is that I was getting a lot of feedback, so I do not know what she said.
I'm sorry, I'd be happy to repeat that. Can you hear me now?
No.
Let's see. Can I just speak a little bit louder? Can you hear me now?
Yes, a lot better.
And Danny, maybe get a little closer to your microphone or phone would help.
Certainly. I'm actually next to my computer screen. I'll speak a little louder.
Okay.
So I'm here today to ask for your approval of 3 responses to comments we received during the 15-day comment period. On June 20th or June 10th, 2020, the board received 3 emails on the modified text. Those are set forth in your board materials. The comment is summarized and then the proposed response is set forth below. Once the board approves these responses, we can move forward with the rulemaking package. If there are any questions regarding the specific comment responses, I'm happy to answer them.
Okay, any board members have any comment? Okay. Rick, please check to see if there is any public comment.
Thank you. No public comment on this point.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion from the board to approve the responses as drafted to the public comments received on June 10th, 2020 on the board's proposed rulemaking regarding Title 16, Division 8, California Code of Regulations, Sections 868, 868.1, 869, 869.5, and 869.9, and authorize staff
I make a motion that we approve the comments as stated by the chair.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Rick, is there any public comment?
No public comment, and I also draw your attention, Mr. Chair, that Johnny Simpson has joined us on the line.
Outstanding. Okay, Felice, we could go through roll call.
David Delatory,
Aye.
Frank Altamira,
Yes.
Augie Beltran,
Aye.
Susan Granzilla,
Aye.
Diana Love,
Aye.
Marlo Richardson,
Aye.
Jimmy Wayne,
Aye.
Johnny Simpson,
Aye.
Nancy Springer,
Aye.
Mary Taggart. Motion passes.
Okay. Thank you, Felice. Moving to our final agenda, item D, excuse me, which begins on page 13 of your packet. Since January of this year, CSLB has been coordinating with the California Department of Housing and Community Development, which I will refer to as HCD. In the state of California, HCD oversees the Manufactured Housing Installation Program of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, commonly referred to as HUD. HCD issues permits for manufactured housing work in California, and CSLB licenses the contractors through our C47 Manufactured Housing Contractors License. According to HCD, HUD is requiring all manufactured housing installers to be trained by federally approved trainers prior to working on manufactured housing. CSLB can comply with this requirement by adding a new regulatory section to its regulations that makes proof of completion of this training an application requirement for new C47 applicants. The proposed regulation we are reviewing today will affect new C47 applicants only, not existing licensees. CSLB will not be providing the training. I now turn it to our board legal counsel, Jason Hurtado, to lead us through the discussion. We will take public comment following the discussion.
Thank you. Good morning, board members. As the chair mentioned, I've taken over for Christy, who is currently on leave from the Legal Affairs Division. I've served as board counsel for approximately 5 months now. The registrar and his staff have been a great help in getting me up to speed on the industry-related issues, and I thank them for that. With that said, this brings us to agenda item D. What we are requesting from the board is authority to initiate the rulemaking process to add a new regulatory section to the board's current regs. This proposal would add section 825.5 to the California Code of Regulations, As you've likely gathered from the materials, there is a federal HUD training requirement imposed on the state of California that impacts both CSLB and HCD. California's installation program currently maintains a conditional acceptance from HUD and has maintained that status since 2008. In order for the state to obtain fully qualifying status from HUD and avoid any potential preemption issues from HUD, there is one outstanding training requirement which California must meet, and that is a 12-hour training requirement under the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 3286.308. This regulatory proposal before you seeks to satisfy that requirement and would therefore bring the state's installation program into fully accepted status. This proposal, as the chair mentioned, would only impact new applicants for the C47 classification. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Board members, kindly click on the raised hand icon if you have any comments. Okay, seeing none. Rick, please check to see if there are any comments.
No, actually, yes, we do have one that just raised their hand. Daniel Murphy, please go ahead and make your comment.
Okay, this is, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, this is Daniel Humphreys, Administrator, Manufactured Housing, Factory Built Housing with the Department of Housing and Community Development. Also, as a member of the public, I support, HCD supports the California State Contractors License Board in regards to this measure being proposed. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion from the board to approve the proposed regulatory text that would adopt section 825.5 to require that all applicants for a C47 General Manufactured Housing Contractors License complete initial installer training compliant with the training curriculum contained in section 3286.308, subsection A of the Code of Federal Regulations, and Direct staff to submit all approved text to the Director of the Department of Consumer Affairs and Business, Consumer Services, and Housing Agency for review. If no adverse comments are received, authorize the registrar to take all steps necessary to initiate the rulemaking process, make any non-substantive changes to the package, and set the matter for hearing. Elise, roll call, please.
We need a motion.
Well, yeah.
Through the chair, motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Any discussion from the board? Rick, are there any public comments?
No public comments at this point.
Elise, roll call, please.
David Delatorre,
Aye.
Frank Altamura.
Aye.
Augie Beltran,
Aye.
Susan Granzilla,
Aye.
Diana Love,
Aye.
Marlo Richardson,
Aye.
Jim Wayne,
Aye.
Johnny Simpson,
Aye.
Nancy Springer,
Yes.
Mary Tykert.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. That completes our business of the day. Can I please get a motion and a second to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Rick, public comments.
No public comment.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Good day.
Good first meeting, Dave.
Don't we have to vote to adjourn?
Well, yeah, I
We
guess
have to take a roll call vote to adjourn.
hello, I think people already signed off.
It's our understanding that you don't need a roll call vote. You just need a motion to adjourn.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.